everyday struggle of a gravel driveway.
Check.
Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back. I lied yesterday when I said that today's video was going to be another one on stupid cold. It is not, because I did record a video but nothing really happened. I didn't think it was that good, so I decided not to put it out. But today's video is actually kind of frustrating because I recorded a video that was all about Riverside, and I put up my vendor tent booth thing, which took forever and I looked like an idiot doing it, so maybe it's a good thing. But I lost all the footage because I forgot to transfer it and I just got lazy and didn't edit. And so I formatted my card and forgot. And so, yeah, here we are re-recording the video, and I'm not building the tent today because it's cold and I already went and stood in the cold for 3 hours and did it. I'm bad at this whole YouTube thing. But anyway, I gotta go to town and do some stuff anyway, so I figured on the drive there I would just record this video, and basically we're gonna talk about what the plan is for me and LEP Automotive for Riverside, and some other plans for this year and stuff. And before we do anything, look at the fucking state of my car. This is what happens when you take your show car that you have worked very hard for and on and are stuck daily driving it because your daily blew up. Look, yeah, everything is like just gross. And oh, it's muddy on this side. It just sucks. I really wish that this car had somewhere nice that it could be parked, like a nice warm garage, you know. I am broke. I cannot afford to buy another daily right now, which sucks. And I think most rational people would be like, well, you don't need to have a stance car then because you can't afford to have a daily. And you're right. You're definitely right. But here we are. I love this thing and I'll never get rid of it. And unfortunately, I still have to drive it to work. So that's why it looks the way it does. Anyways. All right, so as I mentioned, today's video is going to be focused on Riverside, Chattanooga. It's March 14th. It's a really, really good event. I have been for quite a few years now. In fact, the only year that I didn't go is the very first year. It is so good. The level of cars that it brings out is just incredible. There's a huge audience of, I guess, the VIP crowd that comes out to those events. Lots of really high-end Atlanta cars. Even some of the Florida cars come up. I know the Fortune Mines guys come up, and their cars are all incredible. So if you haven't been to Riverside, or you're thinking about going, or if you've never even heard of it, check it out. It's March 14th, 2020. It's going to be a great event. But anyway, it is my first show that I am going to be a vendor for. Now, I'm very excited about this because it's something that I have been kind of working towards and wanting to do for the longest time. It has always been my plan in the back of my mind to basically take what I have with LEP Automotive as a media outlet and turn it into a lifestyle brand, keeping the media aspect of everything. And the past year, since I've really been like away from filming cinematic videos, I have been focusing more on the business side of things and figuring out logistics with the clothing brand stuff, taking that time away to plan what I'm gonna do. I didn't really want to like launch the brand without this car, because this car for me is a huge part of myself and then like the brand too. Now it's a little frustrating because like Riverside is coming up. I'm obviously launching the brand. I'm going to be a vendor, and the car is not going to be 100% ready. It's honestly not going to look that great, which I'll talk about a little bit further in the video. But I want to go over some of the things that I have planned for the event. I decided that for the first time, I really didn't want to just come out with, you know, like an eBay 10 just to, you know, dip my toes in and be like, I'll try this out and see how it goes. I went full send and got a professional tent made with all of my branding on it, all of my logos, and like I said, I had recorded a video of me putting it up for the first time completely on my own. It took a little while, but it's really not that hard to put it up once you know how to do it. But yeah, 10 looks incredible, and I'm extremely excited for you guys to see it. I'll throw a couple pictures in here. As you can see, you know, it has the website information on it. We have the LEP Rose logo as the backdrop. It has the big Nabori flags, which I think I'm actually going to stick those in my vendor cars because I think that just looks cooler. But yeah, it was a big step for me to go ahead and get that tent without even doing this first. I'm not really worried about that because this is something that I want to do. This is something that I've wanted to do for a long time. And regardless of how this goes, I would have needed that tent at some point anyway. So that is my justification for it. I'm confident that it's going to do good. I don't think that me dishing out for the tent is too big of a deal. And I really think that it's going to make a huge difference in terms of how it comes across to you guys, being that I am showing up full send, very professional, with everything looking good, as opposed to just half-assing it for the first show, figuring out if I want to do it, and you know, maybe slacking on quality just to get it out there. And I never want to do that. That is not me at all. I am a quality-driven person. I'm very OCD, and so I want to make sure that everything is perfect, and you can expect the same thing with the clothing. All of my merchandise is of the highest quality. I work in embroidery. I work for a screen printing place. So all of the stuff that is made goes through me before it goes out anywhere. Nobody else handles it. I don't do the screen printing myself, but I do all of the embroidery. But I have eyes on all of the screen printing stuff and the quality control. So everything is tip top and perfect before it goes out. I think that that is super important. If people are going to spend their own hard-earned money on stuff, whether it's because they like it or they want to support me, I want to make sure that it is the best stuff that they can possibly get their hands on. As you saw at the start of the video, I have a little promo video for the drop that I have going on right now, the winter drop. We have the crew necks, the drive and shoot hoodies, which I'm actually wearing one right now. Super happy with these. We have the caps. I am doing the red ones too. Those are now live on the site. And then the embroidered beanies as well. And then, this is pretty important, I am doing a drop for Riverside specifically. I am doing shirts and windbreakers. The weather is usually not the best at Riverside, and so it's probably a good idea to have a jacket. And why not have the sickest jacket you could find for the event, an LEP Riverside jacket. Throw the design up right here. So the shirts will be black with the white print, and then the jackets are khaki. So they're like a tan beige color with the black print. These look incredible. I'm extremely excited to get these jackets out. The shirts are awesome too. As of this video, I can announce that the pre-order for this stuff is live. I'm going to be doing 50 of the jackets and then 100 of the shirts, and that is it. They will not be made again. I am expecting to sell out of those at the event 100%. I am certain that they will be gone. Getting in on the pre-order will guarantee that you get those products. Obviously 50 of the jackets is not many. They're very expensive to be made, but the jackets will be 60 and the shirts will be 30. I always do my event shirts at 30 because the design is specifically made for that and is never used again. But I think it's worth it. The shirts are extremely soft. They're very, very nice. Everybody that bought one of my Gatlinburg shirts has said that it's the nicest shirt that they own. Stay dry, look fly. I have wanted to put my car on a shirt for a little while, and I decided the Riverside was the perfect time to do that because it's a VIP style event. Well, I guess it's not a VIP style event, but a lot of the people that go are into VIP stuff, and there's a lot of VIP cars there. So I figured that it would definitely appeal to the crowd for the actual event. I'm definitely going to be doing more stuff in the future with other people's cars too. So I don't know, maybe let me know in the comments if you'd like to see somebody's car on a shirt. Let me know. I always make sure that my designs are 100% original. A lot of people out there will just take like random images off of Google Images or whatever and like trace stuff out and like make designs out of that stuff. All of my stuff is 100% original, custom drawn, no bullshit, everything full send, no send. Shout out to the Nelk boys. I will have all of this stuff from the winter drop at the booth at Riverside, and then I'll obviously have the Riverside shirts and jackets too. So yeah, make sure you guys get in on the pre-order if you want to guarantee that you get one, or maybe you can't make it to the event. This will be a good chance to get yours. They will all ship out before the event, so if you're worried whether you're going to get it in time for the event or not, you will. They are going to be there guaranteed before Riverside, so you can stay dry and be fly. That is such a lame slogan, I swear. It does suck, but right now I'm having to do a lot of stuff through the store as pre-orders because I do not have money to fish out the merchandise stuff up front. But basically what I'll do is I'll open up a pre-order, and then once I get orders in, I take all of that money plus the profits and put it back into ordering more stuff. I'm not making any money off of this, probably won't for a long time. I'm basically just using all of the money to put back into it so I can get bigger and better stuff, more stuff, and the more that it grows, it'll eventually become profitable, and the profits will go towards basically creating better content for you guys on the channel. I have some bigger plans that I am hoping to move on in the next year, like the next step up for business for me. I guess, like I say, I want to start doing car shows. That is something that has been in the back of my mind, has been a plan of mine for a very long time. So yes, I'm putting that out there. This brand for me is important to help support some of the other people too. The brand is very focused around the content creation and media side of things in the car scene too. As much as it is about cars and car enthusiasts, I do like to focus on the media side of things because that is my background, and I want to show my support for the people that have supported me. And so I am looking in future, when I can afford it, to hire photographers and videographers for events, and create really, really incredible after movies and blog posts content from events. If you're a photographer out there or a videographer, you can probably relate when you are trying to get paid for events, looking for companies to reach out to, you know, will you pay me for event coverage? Most of them won't. It's pretty difficult to find companies that are happy to work with photographers, and unfortunately that sucks, and I would like to help change that if I can. Eventually I'd like to build a hub of creators that work with me, not for me, with me, to create the best content that we can. Excuse me for a second. Can I get a classic chicken sandwich combo, please? Swear to God, Popeye's chicken sandwich, the best. That was fantastic. Chick-fil-A, nah. But yeah, as I was saying, it's important to me to be able to help support other creators, being that the brand is heavily around the media side of the car scene. The after movies that I am able to make, sure, they're pretty sweet, but imagine how much better they could be if I had help from other extremely talented videographers. It would be really, really cool to be able to do that, and I want to be able to do that. Right now, obviously, I cannot afford to hire multiple employees to help me cover events. It's just not possible. I wish I could even afford to do it out of pocket, because I really would. I think it's worth it. But I am planning to film an after movie at Riverside. Now, I can't guarantee how good of an after movie it's going to be. I'm going to have to rent some equipment. So yes, I will rent equipment, and then I am planning to have KC Media, Kevin Cabana, help me out. If you guys don't know who he is, please check out his Instagram right here. Check out his YouTube channel. Look at his content. He's one of those people that I see on the come up, and I am 100% on board with supporting him and helping support him get somewhere, because his work is incredible. His style is pretty unique. His editing is fantastic, and I've been watching his stuff for a year or so now, just keeping an eye on it, and I really, really like where he's going. He's going to be helping me with the show coverage side of things, so obviously I'll have to be helping with managing the booth, so he's going to help out with that. Do me a favor and do him a favor. Go to his stuff, follow him on Instagram, subscribe to him on YouTube, everything like that. Great dude, and I think that he is booking short video features for Riverside weekend at like $200 a pop. Extremely good deal. So if you're interested in that, maybe hit him up. Get that man some bread, get you some sick ass stuff. The next thing I should probably talk about is my booth cars. This is really exciting because I didn't plan for this to happen, but I've ended up with like the perfect color scope arrangement of VIP cars. First off, we have my car. It is white two-tone. Secondly, we have Dallas's car, white two-tone. Me and Dallas have been waiting to have our cars together for the longest time, so it's gonna be awesome to finally have them at a show. And then the other two booth cars that I have, one of them is a black UCF 30, so an LS 430, and it's actually the car that Elvis from Stance Nation built last year. A buddy of mine in Kentucky bought it and drove it back across the country. So that's awesome. It's one of those cars that not really anybody around this area, or especially that area where Riverside is at, has ever seen. And the last booth car is another UCF 20, the same body shape as mine. It's a buddy of mine, Greg from Michigan. This car's been around for like a pretty long time, and I remember before I bought this car, I was looking at pictures of his and I was like, holy shit, I want my car to look like his. Back in the day, he had more like aero, it was bagged and all that. It's now static and a lot more simple, but it has a lot of work done to it. It's very clean, and it's another one of those cars that nobody has really seen. So I'm very excited to have that at the booth. Two white two-tone cars, and then two black cars, all of them LS's, big bodies, VIP cars. Very, very excited. Visually, it's gonna look awesome. I'm a visuals guy, so. Oh yeah, I should probably show you guys pictures of all the cars. Here's my car, here's Dallas's car, here's the 430, here's the black 400. They're all sick. I am honored that these guys are willing to help me out, and this booth is gonna look really, really good. Now, the last thing to talk about is, unfortunately, my car. What's the plan? How is it gonna look for Riverside? Because obviously, it looks like shit right now. Like I have said many times before, there are plenty of things that I had planned to get done before Riverside, or before a certain event. They are not happening. I don't have money to put into this thing right now. So I think the basic plan is that I will be fixing the barrel on the wheel, which I actually don't know if I mentioned that in the video. I cracked a barrel in multiple places on the VIPs. I drove home from work on a flat and it didn't debead, but I didn't notice until I got home, which sucks, but you know, barrel's not super expensive. I just have to rebuild the wheel, and then I need to buy new tires for those. And I don't know what else I'm going to be able to do. I would like to be able to get that Vleen bumper painted and on the car, so that may end up happening. We'll just see. I'd also like to find a rear bumper or do the OEM extension and get that painted. Scotty moved to Atlanta, and he's like the one person I trust to help me out with that because he knows what he's doing. I don't trust myself to do it on my own, and I don't want to fuck up my OEM bumper and have it look like shit. So that may wait for a little bit. And then that fender, the passenger side fender, is just, it's a mess. It really needs to be cleaned up. I can find other fenders around for sale, like in a junkyard. The problem is it would need to be painted, and this is a tri-stage pearl paint. The white is not super easy to match. So if I get that fender painted, I know that it is not gonna match unless it is blended. And at that point, if you're gonna blend it into the door, you may as well just paint the whole car, because my plan is to paint the whole car anyway. Yes, I don't know if that will be happening. I may just end up hammering at the fucking fender a little bit and using some touch-up paint to try and clean it up as much as I can, which sucks. It looks extremely unprofessional. It's a huge disappointment to me, and I really don't want to show off the car like that, but I've already committed to having the car there at the event, and so I'm gonna do what I can to try and hide it. So if you guys see it at the show with a shitty fender, mind your business. It's unfortunate, but it is life. But I will be doing my best to make sure that I'm able to get the car there in some kind of shape that looks somewhat reasonable. And yeah, pretty much rounds up most of what I needed to say for this video. I appreciate you guys watching through if you made it this far. I'd rather be filming some good content, but it's winter. There isn't much going on. I don't have a garage I can work on this car either. I don't have any tools. Ryan's car is taking up all the space in the garage because he's trying to get it ready for Riverside, and it's his garage, so I'm not gonna. That would be another goal of mine, to have a shop space that I can work on my car and other cars and have somewhere nice to keep my car. For right now, I'm actually about to just get a storage unit so I can keep all of the merchandise stuff there, because I can't keep it at the house because we don't have space. It's not my house. It's in the spare bedroom right now, and that actually needs to be used as a bedroom. Nothing is ideal, but I always want to be like clear with everybody so that you guys can see the humble beginnings, I guess. Maybe some point along the lines you'll see me with some really nice cars and doing well for myself, and we'll be able to reflect together back to this point where everything was a struggle and a risk. It is what it is, and I am confident in myself and my choices and the moves that I'm making. So expect big things, and as always, I really appreciate you guys' support. Please, if you haven't already, go to the store, check it out, check out the website, look everything over. Thanks guys, appreciate it. We'll see you guys at Riverside, and go to the store right now and pre-order your Riverside merchandise. It will sell out. Bye guys.